Hi guys,
welcome to our channel.
You're welcome to our channel. My name is Nancy Abela, and right on this video I have my handsome husband, Mr.
Endurance Abela.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you're viewing us from. If you're new here, hey hi. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much guys for what you're doing. I really appreciate you guys. All right, so today we'll be doing something very simple from our own point of view. Like you can tell from the title of the video, the things we've learned so far in our first year of marriage. We celebrated our wedding anniversary last month. Is it last month?
Yes, September.
Okay, yes, September. Yes, we celebrated our wedding anniversary last month, and so far so good. The Lord has been faithful. The Lord has been good and awesome to us. So we are sitting here today to highlight those things we've learned in our first year of marriage. If this is the type of video you want to see, please watch till the end. Leave us a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to share. All right, so guys, without further ado, let's jump right in. I go first or you go first?
No, you go first.
I'm always going first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
But when we're sharing meat, you don't say I should go first too. You are the what? Okay guys, so for me, what I've learned thus far is that marriage is not relationship. Like marriage is far different from relationship. What I mean is, you know, in relationship, when the person you are with, you are in a relationship with, like your boyfriend or your girlfriend offends you, what you do is you pack your bags and then off you go. Not like you are living there with him, but peradventure you visited and something happened, there is a rancor between the both of you, you just carry your bag and then you leave. But you stay in marriage, leaving to, where are you going to? We are here. You vex in the house, you quarrel in the house, you settle in the house. So it's just, there are two different things. Before I used to think, oh yeah, it's the same thing, you know, but the reality, it's two different things. You vex, even if you come and finish vexing, you not come and stay in the house, you go nowhere.
Well, marriage is a place where you have a whole lot of offenses or offense, as the case may be. You know when Jesus talked about when someone offend you 70 times 7
times,
you know, this is, in fact, you will get it here per second. If you're not able to take offense, then marriage is not for you.
Wait,
yes,
are you trying to tell them that me, I'm always offending you?
Yeah, well, it's normal, it's everywhere. You know, if you cannot take offense.
I'm a very good girl, I don't offend.
Well,
okay, I also discovered that in marriage, like I said earlier, marriage is different from relationship. In marriage, you have to be as honest as you can. Like the tiniest dishonesty can spoil a whole lot of things. Like I used to tell my husband, even if it's something he's trying to explain or something, I'll tell him, see, be explicit in your explanation, be explicit with your honesty, be honest. As in fact, let that partner not find out one tiny thing that you are keeping as a secret or you are keeping as a lie or something. Just be honest. If you don't want to be honest, you better don't talk about it, which is of course not too good. You have to talk about everything in marriage, but be as honest as possible. That's another thing I've learned.
The second thing I've learned over 1 year of being married to this beautiful lady is the fact that marriage is a place where your level of patience will be tested. You know, you might say, I am very patient when you are single. However, you will learn the meaning of patience when you get married, because your offense is per second billing. You know, offense will come definitely. You have to be patient in marriage. It is in the marriage that we know
if you are patient
or not when you are single. You are living with the, you know, now you will learn it here. We will know if you are patient or not. That's one of the things I've learned.
So I also learned that in marriage, you don't assume anything. Like, you don't assume that this is this, A is B, B might be C. You don't assume anything. Ask questions where you need to. Me, I always ask questions. Anything I see that is not that I don't understand, or that I don't even get it at all, I have to ask questions. Because normally before, if it's in a relationship, I would just assume like, okay, I will let it slide. But in marriage, I will ask questions. Me, I cannot come and keep myself. I cannot come and assume anything. Sometimes my husband will be like, is there everything you'll be asking? My brother, I have to ask. I ask everything. And you have to explain to me. Yes.
Another thing I've learned within this 1 year of marriage is the fact that you will take nonsense. See that I cannot take nonsense when you're single.
I'm a no nonsense person.
I'm a no nonsense person. I don't take no Oga.
I'm a no nonsense. You said that thing, Abi?
Yeah, auntie. Oga. See that nonsense? Yeah, nonsense. You will take it. In fact, you will take it woto. Nonsense. No. If you are not ready to take nonsense, just avoid marriage. Because see that nonsense, you will take it.
Me, I don't used to give nonsense, shall.
Nonsense, you will take it. You know. So that is one of the things I have learned.
Okay, so I also learned that you have to listen to your partner's complaints. Like, you have to know what they are saying. You have to just listen to them, because you might just be overstepping or stepping out of lines, and then they keep complaining. You see, when they keep complaining about one particular thing over and over and over again, there's a problem. So when they complain about it, pause and listen to them, and then try to work on it. It's not a place to say this is who I am, this is how I am, and all that. You have to come down from your high horses and work on yourself. There is room for corrections and improvements. So it's not like that's different from when somebody is nagging, actually. But when somebody keeps complaining about one particular thing, and you yourself, you know that this thing is wrong, but because you want to say, take me the way I am, it will create a whole lot of problems. So I think it is necessary that we work on it. Listen to your partner's complaints and then make corrections where necessary.
One other thing is the fact that oftentimes your personal interest or your personal opinion may not be the family's opinion or interest, where you do not win every argument. You know, if you are someone who wants to win every argument, right, then marriage is not for you. But at the end of the day, there are oftentimes, even when you are right, you know, based on the circumstance, you might decide to just let it go. So if you are always in the opinion of being right all the time, marriage is not for you. But at the end of the day, yeah.
Even the Bible said it. Sorry to cut you.
Yes.
Even the Bible said it. I will get the Bible verse. I'm not too sure of the verse. I'll put it when I'm editing this video. The Bible said marriage is not a place to stand up for your rights. The Message Bible said so. Marriage is not a place to stand up for your rights.
Seriously, oftentimes your personal opinion may not even count. And then even if you have the best points, your argument may not even be the winning argument, so to say. So even for a man, actually, you know, we men, we just like to, you know, win every argument. You know, want to know I'm the man, my opinion must count. Oftentimes it may not be the case. So work on that before you go into marriage.
I like the fact that you're not like that. Like, you're not I'm the man in this house, my opinion must count and all that. That thing will give me big headache.
See, by working on yourself and being better before you get married.
Yeah, thankfully you're not like that. Thank you. I've also learned that marriage is a teamwork. Marriage is not for one person. Marriage is not for the man because he's the head of the house, so he's now the owner of the marriage. No, it is for the woman, because the Bible said women are home builders. Marriage is a teamwork. Like, we both are working together for this marriage to grow. And then I also learned within this 1 year of marriage that you have to have your partner's best interest at heart. Like, look out for your partner. Exactly. If possible, like my husband will always say, yeah, I always put him and our baby before myself. Always look out for your partner, be there for them, In fact, have them at heart all the time, at all times.
They're being selfless.
Be selfless, that's the word. Like being selfless. Marriage is a place where selflessness is required. Like 100% selflessness is required. You do not withhold anything. There is nothing like my I've realized, like there is nothing like my own in marriage. It's ours. So whatever it is that you think you own as a woman or even as a man, it is for the family, it is for the both of you. Exactly. It is for you, your spouse, and the kids. Like sometimes I will ask my husband, so what are you going to give me? You know, maybe I'm asking for, you know, something. And then I'm like, so what are you going to give me from this money? What are you going to give me? You'll be like, everything I have is yours. So I've come to realize that marriage is a place where selflessness, if there is anywhere where you will practice selflessness, I think it is in marriage. Marriage is a place where 100% total selflessness is required. You just have to be selfless.
Exactly. For
yourself. And at the end of the day, you are still going to be the one to enjoy it. You'll be the one to benefit from it, for not keeping, you know, withholding anything. It still does not mean that you're going to lose your purpose or you lose your own personality because you are doing marriage. But then again, marriage is a place where selflessness is required 100%.
So one other thing I learned over this 1 year of being in marriage is the fact that you won't have sex every day. You know, those imagination when you are single, like, when I get married.
Okay, wait. Sorry to cut you. Then when I got married, I used to tell myself, me that is holding myself like this. Once I get married like this, is grass goes every day. Hey, grass goes. But now we can go. In fact, especially when I was pregnant, I can say if I try that period, I don't even know. Okay.
You know, it's just what it is. You know, when you're single, you have that imagination. Once I get married, every day. You know, but that responsibility now comes, and then you begin to like, come on, you won't have it every day. That's not the truth. It's a simple truth. If you are not disciplined when you're not married, you will not be disciplined when you're married, and that's why most times you see most guys, we tend to go out, get someone to just satisfy them for that period that the wife will not be available. You know, I had someone who was married. Before I got married, someone told me, don't worry, when you have to get pregnant, you will look for another woman. And I told him, no, that's not the case. God has helped me to some extent.
Yeah, not to some extent. God has really helped
God has really helped.
I will give it to you.
So marriage is not
a good man.
So marriage is not a place where you have sex every time. No. It's not a place, it's not a cure for your sexual indiscipline. No. Because there are times where sex will not be available. Yeah. And then it will take discipline for you to stay within the boundary of marriage and not cheat. Exactly. That is not the truth. That is simple truth. So it's not a place for sexual cure in terms of indiscipline.
I won't say anything. I seal my mouth. I also learned in this 1 year of marriage that as a couple, talk about everything. Like, okay, not really everything and everything. My husband is the type of person that if we have any fallout, like if we have any fight, when I mean a fight, I'm not talking about physical combat, like throwing blows and everything. When we're fighting, I mean, when we're having misunderstanding, yeah. Okay, when we're having misunderstanding, and you know, I always want to talk about everything. Like, please, if you're hearing noise, our madam is lying down opposite us, so just bear with us. I always want to talk about everything when we are having issues like misunderstanding. Not like serious issues, because he does not like quarreling with me. I'm the one that is always quarreling the quarrel. So when I'm having that issues with him, like, you know, sometimes I'll tell him, okay, we need to talk. He believes that, okay, when there is an issue, he's usually the first to come around. Like when there is an argument, no matter how heated the argument is, we've never really had serious heated argument that will go for days without talking to each other. It's only me that sometimes I don't want to talk to him because he has not done what he's supposed to do for me. Like, to me, has not done what is required. He feels like, okay, we had an argument, and then he comes around to say, are you still angry? Are you still angry? Do you want to eat? Will you eat Indomie? Will you eat rice? Should I toast bread for you? Should I go and buy shawarma for you? That's his own way of apologizing. But I feel like, for me, that is not my own meaning of apologies. So whenever we have that issue, I'll be like, can we talk? So I always want us to talk about it. There are some persons that it is not like that for them. When I mean talk about everything, it's not everything that you really talk about, actually. There are some things that you really need to let go. You have to understand your partner. You both just have to come to a compromise. It must not be, like my husband said earlier, it must not be your opinion and your way of life every time. You know, there are some persons, it's either your way or the highway. It shouldn't be like that all the time. I've come to realize that, okay, my husband is the type that it's not every time you want to table the matter, like want to sit down and talk about everything that happened. There are some things you just let go. You don't need to talk about it. You just let go. Me of before, even if it's a tiny issue and he's apologizing, okay, when I say you have not even apologized and he says, okay, I'm sorry, that's where another issue will arise. You are sorry for what? What exactly are you sorry for? I will come up with it. You have to tell me what you are sorry for, why you are sorry, how you are sorry, kini. And then he gets tired of those things. I used to, bore him with those things. Then over time, I came to realize that it's not everything you talk about. There are some you just forgive and move on. But at the same time, it's not everything you sweep under the carpet. There are some you still need to talk about it, so that there will not be future reoccurrence. So that if it's something very serious, so that it won't repeat itself again, you talk about it. But if it is a minor issue, you don't have to talk about it. I'm beginning to grow. Like, I'm beginning to let go. It's taking me time actually to understand that part and to adapt to that new me. Because that is not me. The me we want to talk about everything, but the new me now is beginning to learn that, okay, you don't talk about everything. Forgive some, move on, and then talk about the ones that you need to talk about.
Okay, so one other thing is the fact that in marriage, if you are someone that notice everything, especially for men, you notice everything. You talk about everything you notice. You are looking for trouble. There are some things you will see.
You remove your eyes.
Just remove your eyes, or you pretend like you didn't see it. So I've seen people have issues with something as tiny as, why did you put the broom there? As a man, there are some things you just overlook and then just walk away. So if you're a man that notices everything, my brother, work on yourself before you get married. It's one of the things that can keep married.
If you are talking about that, notice everything. I used to notice one thing. You guys, I used to notice one thing. My husband would go to the bathroom to go and bath like this. I used to talk about it every day, like every day. My husband would go to the bathroom to go and bath, and then when he comes out and I enter the bedroom, I'll be wondering, is it that this man washed the walls of the tiles on the bathroom and forgot to rinse it, or he fought with the walls of the bathroom? Because what's all these things mean? Like, it's like when he's bathing, he's doing like this everywhere. When I come in, I'm like, can't you rinse these things more? Every day, I always talk about it. I don't think I talked about it yesterday and today because I didn't notice it. Maybe I did not look well, but if it's that one, me, I used to notice everything. I think I'll stop noticing, but I will still notice. In marriage, just know that your partner is your best friend. When I mean your best friend, is your best friend. Is that one person that you want to tell everything. Nobody comes. I don't know why people feel comfortable having best friends outside their partners. Like, you have this special best friend of yours that you want to tell something first, that wants to, there's this special friend that gets to hear the news first before your partner. I don't think that's correct, if that makes sense. Your partner should be your best friend, the person you want to tell everything. Like for someone like my husband, I don't work in his office. We don't work in the same office, but I know everybody that works there. I know them by their name and their position. There is nothing he doesn't tell me. Like, he tells me everything. And same thing with me. Like, I posted something on my Instagram some time ago that if you're telling me something as my best friend, you're telling me something, you're telling me don't tell your husband, well, we have to check it again, because there is nothing I won't tell him. Anything you don't want me to tell him, you better don't tell me. Although whatever I tell him stays with us, it doesn't go outside the walls of our home. So your partner is that one person you want to tell, you want to share that news, whether good news, bad news, whatever news it is. Your partner is that one person you want to share it with. Having someone that is more special than your partner in your life is unhealthy. It's so unhealthy. Your partner is your best friend. Is your partner is everything to you. I also learned that in marriage, keeping malice is so detrimental. Hey mama, don't worry, I'll soon be done. Keeping malice in marriage is detrimental. Resolve conflicts as soon as possible and move on. Resolve it as soon as you can. Because see, that process of keeping malice with each other, the devil might just crawl in, and then issues will start arising. One thing will lead to another, another thing will lead to another. You know, it starts escalating like that. So as soon as possible, resolve conflicts and move on. Life goes on.
In marriage, you will run errands. Enough of it, my brother. Especially for the men. Oga, forget about it. Especially when you get married to a woman that is the first daughter with brothers as siblings.
Why are you stressing that thing?
So that she will even forget that you're her husband. She will send a message like her siblings. Okay. If you know if you go message, no marry. Because you go on errands. Sure, that one is sure.
You guys, sorry, you guys, we have our madam here. She's actually on my lap and she's feeding. So you see this is my husband is talking about. My husband said one day, he said one day, you will send mosquito message, you call mosquito, thank God there's no mosquito in this house. You say, mosquito, please can you bring water for me to drink? Why are you there? Why were you there in the first place? This man people are seeing here. If my husband is cooking, this is what I saying, you are sending message. If he's cooking, my husband is cooking food like this. I didn't see this part. Like, I didn't know this before I got married. If I knew, maybe I would have, you know, I don't know. He cooks, so my husband knows how to cook very well, especially spaghetti. He's chairman in cooking spag. But if my husband wants to cook spag, two things are involved. Oh, my grandmother here, we go down. The spaghetti will be looking like spaghetti I went to anointing service. It will be looking like spaghetti that went for anointing service, because what's this anointing? You'll be wondering, is this anointing oil or groundnut oil? Everywhere we'll be doing anointing. Then the second part is that all my property will go down. But one spag like this, I'll be seeing like 3-4 pots on the floor. What are this pot doing? Pots, bowls, all the plates in the plate rack.
That's how we cook now. That's how we cook.
That's how we cook, me and you.
That's how I cook. That's not the way I cook.
Sometimes you tell me, okay, you want to offer to cook. Sometimes when you want to cook, I'm happy because the food is very tasty. But then when I enter the kitchen after the okay guys, I think we have come to the end of this video. We need to go and attend to this madam properly. We need to properly attend to her. She's 3 months today, actually. She's giving me three months attitude. All right guys, so that's our own that's the things we've learned so far. So good. leave us a comment in the comment section. Please, if you've not subscribed, endeavor to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you get to see our videos whenever we upload. Now the channel is growing, we are growing massively. Join the growth, okay? Join the growth, you guys. Join the growth, okay? You'll see on our next video, or I will see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay fabulous, and stay fantastic. Our baby girl is smiling. You want to say hi to our friend? Say hi. Bye, guys. Bye. We love you, and we love you again.